or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. We are here to do another reaction to Reba McEntire, Fancy. I know who Reba McEntire is, and you know who Reba McEntire is, but I've never heard this song, Fancy, and I'm really excited to get into it. And if I have heard it, I didn't know I heard it. But anyway, as always, I can't do that without the crew. Phenom 202, what say you?
Phenom 202, DDA representative. I don't know any of Reba McEntire's music, but I do love her sitcom, yo. I actually like their show, yo.
Reba,
they used to watch that shit all the time, yo.
I'm with you, yo, because I mean, I knew she was a singer before the show, but I never heard any of her songs before the show. But no, I thought her show was funny though. It definitely it was entertaining. Yo. So shout out to Reba, yo. So I'm excited to hear what if she can sing. Wow, I know she can sing. She was popular, but if she can sing to me, I feel Reba.
Well, let's get into this. In 3, 2, 1, go. Hey everyone, join our Patreon community
and get access to early releases, behind the scenes updates, exclusive content, and more. Your support helps us keep creating amazing videos just for you.
Be part of our journey and help us reach new heights.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at.
I just can't believe it. I mean, Fancy Ray Baker riding in my cab. It's some kind of weather we're having, ain't it, Fancy? I'll tell you what, I've seen every movie you've ever made, and my wife Louise, she's got every record you ever made. Fancy Ray Baker, my goodness. You know, I really didn't know you was from this area. But I'll tell you what, I think you are the most famous person ever come from these parts. So you just passing through, you're gonna stay for a while.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, are you just passing through, or you gonna stay for a while?
No, I'm just passing through.
Louise is not gonna believe this. Fancy Ray Baker in my cab. No, you might want me to wait. This ain't necessarily the best neighborhood.
No, I'll be a while.
Oh, well, that's no problem. I won't even keep the meter running.
Okay, thanks.
I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and then she painted my eyes and lips. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress that had a split from the side, clean up to my hip. It was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. And standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Mama died a little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes as she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paws runned off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy, they'll be nice to you. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have it, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move you uptown. Welfare people came and took the baby, Mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me that was no way out. Wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do when I made myself this solemn vow. I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash, but Fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. It wasn't long after a benevolent man took me in off the streets. 1 week later, I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite. Yes, you were. I charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And then I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York townhouse flat. Now, hey, good Now, in this world, there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that call me bad and criticize mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. But though I ain't had to worry about nothing from now on 15 years, well, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ears. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Oh, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't have what it's up to you, now don't let me down, hon. Your mama's gonna move you uptown.
Okay, Mama. I understand.
Well, I guess she did.
Fancy. Fancy came to fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh man, all right. Well, let's let you guys start, man. Let's go around. Phoenix, man, what are your thoughts on this song, man? Reba McEntire.
I'm good for a storytelling song, yo.
Yeah.
Like, it was easy to follow. Reba McEntire, she has a voice, yo. I think like she was like they kind of call her like the queen of country or something like that. She had some sort of moniker like that. I can't remember. Somebody probably correct me. But she's been out for a long time, and this is a banger. Like, I actually like this song a lot, yo. Understood the story, understood the music. I liked it a lot. That was my first foray into it. So what say you, O?
Oh yeah. This is my first time hearing it. I'm with you, man. I definitely enjoyed the whole story behind it. It was, almost like a little mini opera type of deal, country opera. Rags to riches story. You know what I mean? She came. Went from from the slums to 5-room hotel suites. I ain't mad at it. Meeting aristocrats, and I like the way Reba sang it. She definitely. Even during the storytelling parts, like you could hear her clearly. She wasn't overdoing it, but you could tell she could sing. The music was good, but then when it came to the hook, when the hook came, a little bit of powerhouse Reba came out, like a little bit of power ballad. You know what I mean? Fancy, you know what I mean? So it built up to every time the hook came in, and it was cool, yo. Because the verses were. I just say spoken word. It was almost. She was like. She was like storytelling. You know what I mean? So I definitely enjoyed it, yo. I'm surprised, honestly, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this tonight. I'm thinking of this.
I like her, so
yeah.
I kind of figured I was gonna like the song too.
Yeah. So no, shout out to Reba, yo. She definitely did it, yo. Definitely did it.
Yeah, man. This song, like Phenom said, I am a big fan of storytelling songs. And really, easy to follow. Listen to it. I think she did a great job singing it. Like I said, she wasn't too hard on, except when it came moments where she had to go in the song or particularly the hook. But it was a really good story. I would just listen to it and I was like, oh man, like damn. But you know, she came up, she wound up turning her life around from rags to riches. It is sort of like and maybe I'm reading this wrong, but that's the good thing about art. You know, it can be interpreted many different ways. It's kind of like a bittersweet way of going from rags to riches, because it seems as if the mom kind of sold her to this guy, and that's her name. She never went by her real name anymore. She was Fancy to this guy, and she was turned out, but she used that as a way of coming up in the world and making a better life for herself. But her mom kind of put her in that situation, and so it's kind of like a bittersweet. Her mom kind of sold her off to make things better, but Reba turned that and turned it around for something better for herself. So
no, I'm with you. She definitely like no, you're right with that. She definitely like, I mean, her mom would put her in a dress with a slit all the way up to my hip. Yeah, I think she said that's what she said.
With some red on the lip.
With some bread on, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So her mom definitely like was not good in this, and we know that because when she left, she never came back till mama died. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's like you said, it's like a story of like a survivor who, like, you know, took control. She took control of her own destiny and made something positive out of it. So. You know, especially at the end, you see the video. I mean, it's not in the song, but like the video, like the home for the kids or whatever. You know what I mean? She's gonna convert her whole old home into that. So it's definitely like a survivor story. You know? Like she made it. Like fuck y'all, I'm here. So shout out to Fancy, yo.
Yeah, shout out to Fancy.
You know, Fancy, she said, you know my name, Fancy. You know, she's. I don't know. I had the lyrics, but then I stopped looking at the lyrics. But I actually got rid of the lyrics. But yeah, one of the verses was like, "Yo, you know my name is Fancy." Like, you know what I mean? So shout out to her, man. Like I said, it's definitely a story
Reba too, you know. This is a good song.
Oh yeah,
great song.
Yeah. Yo, Reba, like I just looked to see when she first came out. She came out in 1980, and she recorded the song all the way up to 2024.
Oh yeah,
so
Reba's still doing it.
44 years.
44?
And doing sitcoms. Man, she was doing it all.
And she, yo, shout out to all the redheads out there, yo. Oh,
yeah.
Them redheads be
all the gingers.
Yeah, redhead. Well, I can't say too much. Look around. The redheads, if you have some of the redheads, I like the redheads with the freckles, the redheads with the pale skin, you know what I mean? Dr. Umar don't probably come on, sneak up behind me, put me in chokehold, but the redhead with the pale, like the redheads be banging sometimes, you know, like, you know what I mean? Redheads,
yeah,
sometimes
one of my favorite redheads.
A lot of times the redheads be banging, yo.
Is Dallas Bryce Howard. I love me some Dallas Bryce Howard.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I don't know if she's a natural redhead, but most of the time I see her, she has red hair. So I'm assuming she's a natural redhead. But yeah, Dallas Bryce Howard.
I saw a couple of pics of her in the red carpet. I was like, hi, yo, she got a little junk in the trunk too. That's what it seems like. Redheads always got a little junk in the trunk. Yeah. But that's just random.
I don't know.
But it's the truth.
But anyway. Shout out to all the redheads out there, all the gingers. Thank you guys so much. And if you are watching this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this song by Reba McEntire and you want us to do some more, please let us know in the comments below. We really enjoyed this. So definitely have a catalog that we need to explore and go down. Other than that, I'm Corey Roy. It's Phenom 202 Hollywood DA, and we will be back with another reaction. Peace.
Yep. You know when we did the night the lights went out in Georgia. They said Reba did a good rendition of it, and actually has a video that goes along with the song. So we might need to look at that, yo. So
we definitely should.
Yeah, definitely.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.